Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a brand new day wherein I don't have a hamster. I'm very sorry. They're all sleeping, and I don't want to just wake them up. Funny story about Gojira, though. Funny story about Gojira, my little hamster that I keep down here. She has a mason jar that she sometimes uses as a home, and right now, for the past week and some again, she's gone back to using the mason jar as her nest because she is weird. She'll choose just a corner of her cage, and with no nest, she'll just start sleeping out in the open in that corner. And then she'll move back and then be in the mason jar for a week or two and then move to a different corner. Well, this morning I came in and she'd been using her mason jar, but she gathered up some nuts and seeds quickly and then was trying to get back into her mason jar, but got a little bit in, up to her shoulders, kind of went like this, and then came out and was like, she had packed it full of bedding. Just full. There was no way for her to get in. So I reached in and I emptied out her mason jar and I put it back in there, and she freaked out at first, of course, because hey, big thing, crazy stuff happening, that's her home. But then she quickly calmed down when she realized that she wasn't going to get hurt, and then now she's right inside of her mason jar sleeping, and that's good. I'm very glad about that. Actually, there's another kind of funny story as well. Funny in that it was kind of funny. Not funny if you're arachnophobic. If you are, like I used to be very badly, trigger warning. And it's not a mild thing. I mean, I know there's arachnophobia is bad, and I really should give people more trigger warnings for stuff like that. But this morning, I took a shower, and I came out of the bathroom, which is right off the kitchen. You walk into from the living room to the kitchen, and then you make a right, and then there's a bathroom. That's my bathroom. And anybody who's down on the bottom floor, but there's also a shower stall in there, so that's where I have to take a shower. I came out of the bathroom to do what? I can't remember. But this spider had been making her orb not in front of the door, but just off to the side with enough guidelines going past the door that when I came through, it went flump and smudged into my hair and face and kind of took out, she was going ging, ging, ging. And so I'm busy trying to find which lines are which so that I can disentangle things, and she's trying to figure out where do I go from here, what's happening. So I want to try and just rescue her to get her outside, but I can't get all the guidelines located. So I managed to grab we have a fly swatter on the wall, and I picked that up and I started trying to use the handle to grab the guidelines so that I could get her out the door. And so I finally got her dangling, got her to the back door, slid it open, and then she started running up one of the guidelines I hadn't been able to disentangle yet, that ran up to my shoulder. So I'm going from her dangling to suddenly she's right up here and just about on my shirt, and I'm going, this is getting out of control. And it wasn't a horrific, getting out of control, arachnophobia feeling. No, it was this is like in one of these, like a movie or a sitcom where the situation just keeps getting a little bit worse all the time. It's like, hey, we're going to get you outside, to now you're crawling on top of me. But I managed to get her wound up back again on the handle. Wasn't freaked out. It was just like, I don't want to lose you. I don't want you to get hurt. And then opened up the door and finally got her outside. So that was a nice little sitcom situation, but I got her outside, she's safe, and that's a good thing. So definitely a thumbs up. And I took a shower, and that was good. I probably should have taken a shower last night because I went on my 6-mile walkies. Now, it had been gray, dark gray all day, warm, humid, but not raining. And I checked out the forecasts on, online, and they'd been threatening thunderstorms, not even threatening, just like the past hours. It was 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock by the time I was doing this. And the forecast had been thunderstorms, 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 thunderstorms. And we're up to 7 o'clock and there hasn't been anything yet. So I didn't believe them, but didn't also disbelieve them. Weather changes quickly, so I took my umbrella with me. Dark gray, humid but not incredibly. And so I get down from southern Shelton into downtown Shelton, and then I'm walking up into northern Shelton out of downtown Shelton. And the Olympic Highway North up the hill is about, boy, I couldn't tell you exactly how long it is. Human beings are terrible at estimating stuff like that, but it's a half-mile, maybe, the road, and I got a third of the way up it. And then suddenly I could hear what sounded like the wind coming through the trees. And I'm looking around. I forgot my glasses, so I couldn't really see anything. But I'm like, wow, it sounds windy. And I could hear it coming right at me through the trees. And then, boof, hit. But it wasn't the wind. It was the rain. Hokey smokes. And it wasn't just rain. Within moments, buckets of rain. And then the lightning. And it wasn't like lightning flash and then 20-30 seconds later you hear the thunder, which means it's like 20 miles away. No, this was lightning flash. Oh, Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi, boom! So it's like, okay, it's right here and it's almost overhead. It's getting closer. I'm climbing to get to the top of a hill. So I was kind of worried, but I wanted to get up to the top of Olympic Highway North and then decide whether or not it was safe to go back. I mean, just because there was a thunderstorm doesn't mean I'm going to get hit by lightning. But the lightning was coming fast and hitting hard, and the thunderclaps were just 5 seconds maximum, and then became 7, and then became 15. Kept raining like hell, but the lightning moved away and the thunder went away. So I continued my walk through the rain. Thank goodness I took my umbrella. By the time I got back from my walk, I was soaked up to my knees. I did not put my sneakers, tennis shoes, what we used to call tenny runners back when I was a kid. I just had them sitting in here to dry. Well, now they're sitting over on top of the space heater, and I got the space heater on. Now, it's a radiator type space heater, so it heats up oil through the elements, and then the oil runs through the radiator fins, and then it heats up the room that way. So it's not like my shoes are going to catch on fire. They're just going to heat up to whatever the temperature is set at, and then they're going to dry. I've used that method before, and as long as you're safe, you haven't set it to any crazy temperature, and you're in the room with it when it's doing that, then yeah. So I got not bare feet, I got stockings? Yeah, stockings. I was going to say socks, and of course the word stockings is also the same word, so I was thinking of like sockings, but I said it right. Magic. And it's still raining now. It is raining, not hard, but it is raining. So it rained like the devil while I was out walking. By the time I got back, it had pretty much stopped. And then, I mean, it was just mild sprinkles. So I got the worst of it the entire time I was out. But it was good. 6 mile walk, glad I did it. Definitely a thumbs up. And as stated, I took a shower this morning, so I finally shaved again, got everything trimmed down. This stuff is grown out again, as much as I'm going to let it grow out. Because remember, a couple of weeks back, I had accidentally used my mustache length guide to trim part of my beard here. So it was like half this length. And I just trimmed it all down to that. But you know what's the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut? 2 weeks. 2 to 6 weeks. You gotta say 2 because it might not be a major change you've made, but it's still, ugh, you don't like it. It might be 6 because, boy, it'd take 6 weeks for this to grow out to be not short anymore, won't it? I'm gonna keep it this length. And in fact, if it gets thinner and thinner, it'll get shorter and shorter. I am really turning into my grandfather that way, holy smokes. My mother had to live with that. I looked and still do like her father did, my grandfather. She told me many times that just looking at me growing up was like watching her father grow up. So, hey, genes, genetics, thumbs up for that. Definitely. So and I had my therapy yesterday, and the person that does therapy asked if they could have a student who's learning there be a part of the session, and I went through the classes to become a licensed practical nurse. Part of being a licensed practical nurse is having hands-on, because you can't do it by yourself. The person that you are working with has to ask the client, is it okay if this person, a student who is learning, works with me? So that was a vital part of my training when I was going through and taking the nursing classes. So if they're asking, can this person be in with the session? It's like, how can I say no? So yeah, I had my regular therapist, and there was a student who's going to become a counselor, and this was her OJT and all that, and so it was a good session. And it was a good session, so hopefully I'm going to get the stuff done that I need to get done. I mean, my therapist is actually and honestly openly amazed at the progress that I have made. Because if you go back and watch my earlier videos, I was almost comatose in so many of them, and just broken, so badly broken. I mean, I'm still broken now, but I've got a good solid base back together. I've put myself back together again enough that I've got a good base. There are a lot of people out there that don't have that, and it's very, very sad. So take the win on any progress you make in life. Definitely a thumbs up. And you don't need to tear yourself down for any reason. None of us knows what we're doing. We're all making this up as we go along, day by day. Even the best of us, we're just making this up as we go along. Thumbs up for that. Try not to hurt other people, of course, because they're just confused and frightened and trying to survive. So just try and be good and be careful. I've also been thinking about other things, like my wife. I did a lot of thinking about my wife while I was taking a shower. Not so much in a thinking about my wife, but thinking about my wife. That sort of thing where I've never been a big picture taker. I don't take pictures. I don't look at pictures, so why take pictures? I don't sit and look at pictures and photo albums. Why take pictures? And if you take pictures, if you take a lot of pictures like on your cell phone, if you have more than 150 pictures, then where is the emotional value in any of those pictures? Our minds can't comprehend anything really above that number. So once you accumulate X number of pictures, they don't mean anything to you anymore. If you just array them all at once, there's nothing there anymore. Individually, yes, but you put them all together in your collection or a big book to look in, and what do they mean? So I don't take pictures. Now, my wife used to take pictures, but she didn't want people to take pictures of her once she had her heart surgery and started her decline, because she didn't want to be remembered as being sick. So I don't have a lot of pictures of my wife while we were married, because she was so sick and did not want to be photographed. But I don't look at pictures anyway. I've got all my wife's pictures, as many as I've kept, and I still just want to go through and maybe keep 10 with the rest of her photo albums and all that. Her family, they don't care. I mean, she's got her sister and some brothers, and her mother and father almost gone. So I got a bunch of stuff I got to go through and get rid of. But it's the point being, I'm always going to love her and I'm always going to miss her. There is a Jennifer-shaped hole in my heart, but this March it'll have been 6 years since she's gone, and that's half as long as we were married. And she's never going to come back. All I can do is keep going forward. And that means, I don't know. My point being, though, I don't take pictures and I don't look at them. But I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Good comment, bad comment, and different comment. The fact is, you took the time and you expended the calories, you left a comment. Thank you so very much. Now, if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. I don't know why I'm suddenly impressing and putting an accent on some of the words, but not others of the words. It is a strange form of speaking, and in some ways, I sincerely apologize. And of course, it's arranged because my brain, etc., etc. So let me get it done, because otherwise I'm just going to forget. Or I'm just going to run out of time. So SXRA666, thank you so very much. And Kairoom Boss, greatly appreciated. Overlord 9K, thumbs up and thank you. Kichi K, greatly appreciated. Alfredo Mora, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Farman 420, thumbs up and thank you. Eduardo Arroyo, boy, I'm nowhere close, but thank you. Oh, excuse me. Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up and thank you. And Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. Altar of Melactus, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Alex R, thumbs up and thank you. Narm67, good to see you in the comments. A very good thing. Matt Heston, you think I talk a lot? I talk even more in real life. And then there is Trinoy, thumbs up and thank you. Yonan, thumbs up and thank you very much. Randy Gumer, greatly appreciated. And then we have I'm Jack White. Somehow, I don't know. Carol Delaney, greatly appreciated. And then we have Reflexive Gaming, greatly appreciated. And Malia, thumbs up and thank you. Pandora NYC1, thumbs up and always good to see you in the comments. Thumbs up and greatly appreciated. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up, good to see you in the comments. And then we have YN, and then I can't tell, but thank you very, very much. And last but not least, we have Lahy, Lahy, thumbs up and thank you all so much. It is greatly appreciated to get me out of my head into the world dealing with real people. Thank you so very much. And of course, if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I donate them in the bank of my heart, where I do draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. A definite thumbs up. And I'm doing that again. And I don't know why, but I think it's funny. So that's why I'm doing it. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very appreciated. A very good thing. But if you did not wish to, I would understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained for as long as is humanly possible. A definite thumbs up. I'm only going to do this today. I don't know why I suddenly think it's so funny, but I do. My sincere apologies. Past that, I have nothing really to say, and amazingly, I still got a minute, so I'm just gonna draw this one to a halt early. So thumbs up. How about that, huh? So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. I have this video. I'm going to have my Amplified Friday Minecraft videos, so there's a bunch of stuff coming up. Hopefully over the weekend I'm going to get some more song mutilations done. I really enjoy doing those. I like the dreamlike, bizarre, disturbing state of them. Definitely a thumbs up. So, yeah, have a great day, and I will see you. A definite thumbs up.